You need to have understanding of income and responsibility cycle. What do I mean by income and responsibility cycle? Well, if you are going for bigger income, with your opportunity to have bigger income, you'll have to take bigger responsibility on you. Or in other words, you'll have to get yourself stuck into bigger and more responsibilities. For example, suppose you are taking franchisee of some brand. Now, the responsibility of bringing sales for whatever franchisee you have taken is on you. And then suppose, for example, take my example. I work from my home. Suppose if I think of hiring or leasing an office, so the responsibility of the rent will come on me. The responsibility of electricity bills and other bills will come on me. The expense of maintaining it, cleaning it, taking care of it. Then I'll have to hire some staff also. You know, so I will keep on thinking that I'm working hard to bring more income to me, and the more I'll become I mean the more I'll go outside, and the more I'll try to stay in market, and the more I'll try to do, the more income I will generate. This is what a normal and common approach is. But in your attempt to generate more income, what you do not realize that you keep on getting stuck yourself. You keep on getting yourself stuck into more and more responsibilities. And many times what happens, those responsibilities become cumbersome, burdensome, troublesome, and then you eventually start feeling that you have got yourself stuck. Maybe you are making money, okay, maybe you're making money, but you're still thinking that you've got yourself stuck. Not only thinking, you can feel it. I mean, because you have gotten yourself stuck there. You need to maintain office, you need to maintain staff, you need to maintain vendors, you need to maintain bills, you need to maintain other expenses. So if you sit with your books at the end of the month, you may find out that you are left with a limited amount of money for yourself. Many times, what happens if you are a little above average, or maybe an average entrepreneur or a trader or a businessman, so called. Eventually, you find out that at the end of the month, after going through all of the responsibilities, you are finally left with limited amount of money for yourself. This is something which many of you don't know, what many of you don't understand. Now take example of me. I sit at my room and I have no staff to handle, and just because it is my home, I record videos from my home, so the electricity bill I'm already paying for my home. It is an inherited home, okay, it is not a rented home, it is an inherited home. So there is no burden of rent, and cleaning and maintenance I'm already doing because it is my home. I live here. So if you look at the responsibility of somebody like me, I have very less responsibility. Maybe I am not making money which many of these businessmen or traders are making after getting themselves stuck into too intense of responsibilities. But at the same time, I am living way more comfortably than them, and I am doing something which requires me to be in a little more comfort in comparison to what these people are in. So this is something you need to understand. If you are running after too much of money, you'll have to take too much of responsibilities. If you take the route of whatever all these people are doing, traders, so called average or above average entrepreneurs and businessmen. And then actually, this is where knowledge and awareness comes into play. There can be better way of making money, a way where you are not getting yourself stuck into that much amount of responsibilities. For example, again, take my example. Okay, what I am doing, I am selling expertise, and it is a matter of time. If it will click for me, I will start making multiple amount of money than what these people are making with much lesser responsibilities, keeping my freedom to a very great extent. So this is what the difference is when you are planning to make money through the route of franchisees, trading, because you need to lease places, you need to take the responsibilities of rents, you need to take the responsibility of staff, then you need to maintain it, repair it, you need to pay bills, you need to pay bills of vendors also in many cases. But I have no vendor, I have no responsibility of rent, I have no responsibility of cleaning and maintenance, extra responsibility of cleaning and maintenance. And if I get client, I talk to them, they pay me money. So I'm living much better life than these people. And I may also begin making a little more extra money than these people. Why? Because I am selling expertise. I do not need to go to factory to bring raw material. I do not need to lease places to keep my inventory. I do not need to lease showrooms or offices to be in the market. I do not need to hire any staff because it is me who is directly dealing with my clients, because I am selling what I know, at least till today. Another better thing to do than selling expertise is selling some service, because in service you do not need to maintain inventory, you do not need to maintain raw material, and you can do with much lesser staff and better staff, the staff that you need to handle in the franchisee model and in the model where you are trading stuff, selling stuff. That staff is not well educated staff, so it's quite cumbersome to deal with that staff. For example, when I was running cafe, the kind of staff I was dealing with, it was very uncivilized, uneducated and ungrateful and very mean kind of staff I was handling over there. And it became a reason, one of the reason I closed my cafe was my staff, because it was quite, what should I say, it was impossible for me to handle the kind of staff I was having over there, because they were very ungrateful towards business, they were very mean, they did not care about business at all, they did not care about anything at all. When you are running a service oriented industry, at least you have educated staff. For example, if I hire people to work as counselors for me so that they can interact with the students, explain them courses, explain them admission process and all, in that scenario, at least that staff will be educated, civilized, well mannered staff. They will not be taking me very, in very bad manner. They'll not be dealing with me in very bad manner. At least they'll talk mannerfully, they'll behave mannerfully, they'll have basic sense and understanding of things. So the best thing you can do is to sell expertise. If you can build some high paying or maybe some rare skill in you or rare expertise in you, expertise which is not easily found, then you can start making multiple amount of money than any of these so-called traders and businessmen are making. Or if you can begin selling your expertise to high ticket people who can afford to pay you a little higher amount of money. I have given you one example in one video that when I get client from India, they pay me 1,000, 1,500 or max 2,000 rupees. But when I get a client from abroad, they very casually pay me 4,000, 5,000 rupees, and many of them very happily pay me contribution and donation also. Why? Because these people can afford. So when these people can afford, they do not mind paying. They very happily pay me. Whereas on the other hand, pocket of Indian clients is little tighter, and mentally wise also. I mean, we Indians are more attached with money, so we do not like to pay money easily to people. It is quite hard to take money out of Indians. So because of that reason also, Indian client pay me only limited amount of money. So if you can sell your expertise to somebody who is already rich, who can afford to pay you higher amount of money, you can start making more amount of money. Or if you can build some rare expertise in you which is not found easily, which is known to, or maybe which is found in very less number of people, so simply because it is rare and you are one of those rare, you'll stand better opportunity of getting handsome amount of money from people who need that skill or maybe who need that expertise. And the second best thing you can do is to service based industry, where, for example, take the example of career counseling, where I am talking to parents, where I am talking to students. Again, I'm selling expertise in a way over there, but then I need to take care of their documents, their files. I need to get it processed through universities and agencies, to finalize their admission into the university. And if they need some expertise from me, I need to sit with them and talk with them. So in this industry, I may have to hire some staff to get the processing done, to get the file processing done, to maybe begin interacting with agencies and universities on behalf of me, or maybe to begin talking to students and to begin talking to parents in place of me. At least still in that scenario, I'll not be dealing with people who are not any educated at all, and I'll still be liberated from inventories, raw material, vendors, factories. At least I will be free from this part of the business. I may still have to hire office. I may still have to take the responsibility of rent and all. I may still have to hire staff, but at least I'll be free from that another part of responsibility which you need to bear when you are doing trading or when you are dealing in product based business. So these are the things that you need to understand. In your attempt to make more and more money, you may find yourself stuck into unnecessary responsibilities, and you may fully get yourself stuck in a life which is too tiresome, which is too troublesome, which is too burdensome. You never know. And in the end, you may find that you are making an amount of money which is only limited. You end up with only a limited amount of money for yourself to use or to spend on yourself, because you have lots of responsibility on you. You need to pay the salaries, you need to, pay the bills, you need to pay your vendors, you need to pay the rents and all. So what you are left with in the end of the month? Only a little amount of money for yourself. And boys, this is also where an importance of education comes. I am telling you very casually that you need to begin selling expertise, but to begin selling expertise, you need to be expert of something. If you are not expert of anything, how can you sell expertise? So you can sell expertise only if you pay attention to education, if you build some expertise in you. Why doctors make handsome amount of money? They may be busy, they may be living a busy life where they are always, busy in handling patients, talking to patients, dealing with patients, but still they make handsome amount of money. Why? Because people pay them happily, and people not only pay them happily, people also respect them for the kind of service these people are doing to, service these people are doing and giving to the patients. So you need to build some expertise in you, and if you want to build some expertise in you, you need to pay attention to education. Because without education, for example, how come I am speaking so, how come I am speaking for last 15 minutes? I've been working on myself. I've been reading, listening. I have a grammar book, I have a dictionary book. You won't believe, even today I keep on writing. I'll show you. Wait for a second. See, I've crossed an age. I've been working on my English, or you can say communication, for last these many years. And even today I follow this practice of consulting with dictionary, and every time I find a new word anywhere, maybe I'm reading in a book, or maybe I'm listening to it on, maybe in a movie, or maybe on YouTube, I immediately go to my dictionary. These days dictionary is online, I can Google it, and I can bing it, binge it, whatever you call it. The search engine of Microsoft, it is binge, maybe. So I casually open my browser and I immediately type in the word and look for the meaning of that word and write it down also. And in my free time, I keep on shuffling these pages, and exactly what I do with my grammar book. And I may still not be master of English, but I've been working, I've been putting work into it. It has not happened in one night only, that I wake up and started speaking English, or I started telling you all of these things. No, there is an year long of effort, not only in my English and communication, but on whatever lessons I have learned in my life, whatever experiences I have in my life. I keep myself brain, I keep my brain open, and I observe things. I indulge into things with my open brain and with my open senses. When I was running my cafe, every day I was learning something new, and not only about food business, but about human psychology, about myself. I told you one of the reason I left doing that cafe, because I realized that I'm not made for this thing. I can do better thing. I can sell expertise. Why should I take the responsibility of this mean and ungrateful staff who does not care about me and my expenses and my losses at all? Why should I take the burden of these people on me when I can make money by selling expertise? Why should I take the responsibility of giving rent to this place when I can sit in my room with my camera on, the camera of mobile phone which I have already bought? It is not an extra expense which I am bearing on myself for me being on internet. Of course, the mobile phone cost me money, but I already bought it as my interest or as my hobby, only you can say. So why should I take responsibility of this mean and ungrateful staff? Why should I bear the responsibility of maintaining this place, repairing this place, maintaining the equipment, repairing the equipment? Why should I take the responsibility of paying money to the raw material which I was getting for my food preparation and all? Why should I keep myself stuck into all of these responsibilities when I can work more comfortably and when I can make money more freely? How? By selling my expertise. I know so much. I've learned so much in my life. Why shouldn't I start selling what I know, what I have turned myself good in? I understand business. I understand women. I understand psychology. I can help people sail through this world more comfortably. I see all of these lessons I am telling you. These are not, many of you may not the importance and the weightage of this knowledge which I am giving to you. Only somebody who has been there and who has faced all of those challenges would value what I am telling you. When I can make money being in my comfort, selling what I have become expert of, why should I get myself and why should I keep myself stuck into unnecessary responsibilities? Why? For what? I immediately pulled out. I wrapped up everything. I sold everything for half of the price. I sold everything for half of the price. I absolved myself of that unnecessary responsibility. I came home and I'm today living. Maybe I'm not making that much amount of money, but I'm making. But just to give you a picture, just to give you an example, maybe you are not making that much amount of money which you are making in that franchisee model or in that model where you need to take responsibility of all those things. But see, it is a matter of time. If you are somebody who is truly good and who knows something which is truly valuable, I am telling you, you'll find people. People will pay you money for what you are good in, but you should be good in that. Okay. So if you are good in something, it may take a little time, but eventually you will find people who will happily pay you money for your expertise, for whatever you are good in. Exactly what happened with me. I was just recording videos. I was just recording videos without thinking about anything. I knew something. I wanted to share it with people. I started sharing it with people. And today I have my website. People are calling me. I have clients. I have regular clients who talk to me on regular basis. I have clients from abroad India. I have written a book. Some of the people has bought my book also. Everything has started working for me, I can say. There is still a long way to go, but it has started working. And even if I am making lesser money than what I was making there, but I'm still living better life, more comfortable life, lesser troublesome, lesser burdensome, lesser tiresome life. I have no unnecessary responsibility on me. Anytime I get a thought, I record a video. If there is no thought, I simply do not record video. I lie down on my bed. I lie down on my couch. I do not need to keep my eye on my staff, what they are doing. I do not need to keep my eye on my staff all the time. What are they doing? What are they not doing? I work with my freedom. I work with my comfort. If I am feeling like recording a video, I record a video. If I'm not feeling like recording a video, I do not record a video. If I have a client, we schedule an appointment with the comfort of each other. Any time which is fit for both of us, we schedule that time and then we sit with our comfort and then we talk to each other. Even in career counseling, I am talking to parents, I am talking to students. Of course, I need to do a little work in career counseling because I need to chase them a little for collecting their documents and then keep on updating them about whatever new updates are there. I need to keep on updating my clients on whatever new updates are there, and I also need to stay in touch with the agency and the university to know whatever new update is there regarding that file. So a little more work I need to put in career counseling thing, but still, even there I'm free of staff, I'm free of unnecessary bills, maintenance, repairs, nothing. And only those who has gone through that cycle or who may be going through that cycle can understand what I'm trying to tell you. So, and see, today it is possible. Maybe around 5 years, 8 years, 10 years back, or maybe 15 years, 20 years back, it was not possible to work like this. But today it is possible. Today it is possible. Only thing is you need to work on yourself and become expert of something. And if you can make yourself expert of something rare, which is not easily found, which is not commonly found, you will be a very precious man. Then you will be able to generate hefty amount of money with with much lesser work than what all of these people are doing. You will be able to make hefty amount of money, a higher amount of money than what all of these people are making with much lesser work. Why? Because you have already become expert of that thing. All you need to do now is to find clients, people who are willing to pay you money for that expertise. So, all of the young boys who are listening to me, if you want to live a little comfortable life and a better life, life which is less tiresome, less cumbersome, less burdensome, I am telling you, do not get yourself stuck into all of these trading and all. Work on yourself, focus on your education, study properly, find anything of your interest. See, I'm not advocate, I'm not lawyer. I read book which I am interested in. Okay, random book. I've been showing you book about business. You know that MBA something. I was reading that book and now I'm reading something related to fitness and diet and health. You know, I'm interested in random things. I read random thing. I tell you random thing. And people who want to know random things come to me, pay me money, talk about things. They give me very good feedback. They are very much happy after talking to me. And many of them even praise me and appreciate me for whatever I share with them. You know, it is all happening. It is all happening. See, everything can be sold. Only thing is you need to be good in it and you need to be somebody who's genuine. Okay, do not try to be fake personality. Do not try to be fake. Do not lie to people. Be genuine, have right intentions and be good in something. Become expert of something. It may take time, but eventually you will begin finding people. For example, I've been recording videos on women psychology, dating, relationship and all. I have people who regularly talk to me on this topic today. This career counseling thing I've just recently started, but I've been working hard. I know eventually, maybe within couple of years, I will start getting clients and I will start placing files of students into universities and all. So that thing will also begin working for me. And again, maybe I may not be able to make that much amount of money which all of those people are making. Maybe because I know that if it will click for me and if things will start going fine and as I am desiring or I'm planning, maybe I will start making, if not more than at least equal amount of money that all of these people are making. But whatever, in all different scenario, I'm living better life than those people, more comfortable life than those people, less tiresome life than those people. I have no unnecessary responsibility on me. I work with my freedom. I work with my comfort and I still stand. Even though I am working with my comfort and freedom with much lesser responsibilities than those people, I still stand equal amount of opportunity or chances. I still stand equal amount of chances and opportunity to make equal amount of money, if not more. If not more, I stand to make equal amount of money. I stand the chance. I stand the chance to make equal amount of money which these people are making.